Hello, myself Dr. Brajesh and today I'm going to speak about the chikungunya viral infection. Chikungunya viral infection is quite common with the other viral infections and malaria during the monsoon seasons, and it is common in Asia, Africa and the Indian subcontinent, and many people are affected with these infections and they suffered a lot with the joint pains and the fever. The most common thing about the symptom is the high grade fever and the severe and serious joint pain. These joint pain is like the hell out of the day, and the people are complaining like they cannot move a bit from the bed. It is quite difficult for them to get up from the bed, or if it is quite difficult for them to just stand or walk with these infections. And it is the severest form of the pain with these arthritis. If you compare with the other viral infection like the non-specific viral infections or the dengue infections or the Zika viral infections, the joint pain that is in the chikungunya infection is a severe one than with the other infections, and this is the distinguished thing when we are going to diagnose a person with the viral infections. What are the other symptoms of these chikungunya viral infection, like the fever and the headache and the body ache and feeling nauseated, severe weakness in the body? These are the other symptoms of the chikungunya viral infections. Sometimes people also complain about the skin rashes and the itching with these viral infections. So how we gonna diagnose these infections? You can have an serological test like the ELISA test for the IgM and IgG antibodies for the chikungunya viral infections. This is how you can diagnose about your fever and the joint pain, whether it is chikungunya or not. There are other symptom diagnostic methods too, like the RT-PCR for the antigen detections of this infection. But because of the higher cost and the lower sensitivity, nowadays people are not that much going for the PCR test, because it is very easy to diagnose based on the symptoms and the serological test, so we can get the diagnosis. Now what about the treatment? Fortunately, chikungunya is not a fatal disease, and the most particular things about is it has a lot of pain in the joints. The joints are swollen and people cannot move, and this fever. So uh, for the treatment, I think there is no such a specific treatment available for the chikungunya viral infections. What we can do is a better hydration, rest, antipyretic, especially for the fever and the joint pain. You can use the NSAIDs and other painkillers in chikungunya viral infections, but be sure that you don't have a dengue, because these dengue and the chikungunya both are a viral disease. They are quite prevalent in the same locality, and especially you cannot use the NSAIDs and other analgesics in a dengue. So you have to be precautious about whether this is chikungunya is and not the dengue one. Then you can use the painkillers, like the NSAIDs and others. So use the NSAIDs and painkillers very optimally, because you have to get rid of this joint pain. So these are some of the basic treatment that should be followed. The only thing is morbidity, because in the elderly people and the people who are already having an arthritis of the joint, and the people with already having other chronic medical conditions, where these diseases get prolonged and they have long symptoms and they recover very lately. Sometimes we can see that the somebody infected years ago and they are still having a joint pain, because the kind of arthritis that left after the chikungunya viral infection is so that they still have joint problems. So only elderly people with comorbidities with the joint arthritis, like an osteoarthritis, the age-related arthritis, these people only get the more serious symptoms that last long in chikungunya viral infection. Otherwise, it's a non-fatal and a simple disease to be treated. The most important thing about the chikungunya viral infection is the prevention, because we don't have a specific treatment we should prevent it. And the prevention is basically the preventions of the mosquito bite and mosquito bite. So what we can do about the mosquito bite is, number one thing, we can use the mosquito repellent creams like the Odomos and others. We can use the clothings, like we should wear the long sleeve t-shirts or shirts, or the long pants, that we can prevent the bite of the mosquito. What we can use more, we can use the insecticidal sprays on the mosquito breeding sites, in and around the mosquito breeding site. With the spray, that spray at least contain the DEET and the other valid insecticide solutions. The one who prefer to sleep in the daytime, they should also prevent themselves to mosquito bite during the daytime, because these mosquitoes are bite especially during an early morning and afternoon time. So we should prevent that too. We can use the insecticides, mosquito nets, so that we can prevent the bite of the mosquito. The most important source of infection is basically in water containing vessels or the other water containers in and around the house. We should clean, we should empty all these water resources, so that we can prevent the water lodging in that particular vessels or a water container, because even it is clear water, that also breeds the mosquitoes. They also have larvae inside the waters. We can even treat the water inside the water container to just kill all the larvae, so that that larva doesn't become the adult mosquito and they doesn't bite us. So this is how we can prevent the chikungunya viral infections getting infected. Thank you very much.